Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Shades and a brand new video today. It's not a very happy moment. We'll talk about the match just concluded. It's been a painful few hours. Now that I'm making this video, I normally don't make videos after the match. I make match day videos, but it's pretty painful. But I still go ahead and not good at ranting, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit from my perspective, so please watch till the end. I'll request you to do so. So here we go. So our match, as I said, if you watched my previous video, that the preview to this Sheffield United versus Chelsea match, Chelsea playing away, I said it's the first of the 4 matches which decides us getting Champions League, which decides us getting players like Havertz. And we blew it on our face, literally blew it on our face completely. Shambolic defending, shambolic. Even from Frank in that matter, the choice of the team from the start was out of what he was trying to do over there. But still, it's more the players should have done much better. And it was crazy. So let's start, to find out what happened. So starting with the team news that, Frank went with. Frank started with someone very surprising to everyone, was Tammy Abraham starting. He scored just 1 goal after the restart, and he scored that in the last match, and all of a sudden Tammy is number 1 choice. I'm not sure if Giroud was injured or he's fatigued. That could be a reason why he was not chosen for this match. Giroud has scored 3 goals after the restart in the Premier League. I mean, if I was Giroud, I would be thinking, well, I'm doing all the hard work, and why just 1 goal Tammy gets to play ahead of me in case if I'm fit. So that was a big, problem, issue that I saw in that when we saw that team news. And where is Giroud? Second problem, good to see that Jorginho started. I was very happy. I've been talking about that in the last few videos, that Jorginho should start. But he started all alone, and it looked like people around him were not playing. I mean, nobody looked really good playing yesterday except Pulisic and to a certain at times Kepa. I know he conceded 3 goals, so many of you will say, how did he? But yes, he did to a certain extent. But Jorginho needed Kovacic. And where was Kovacic? On the bench for the full 90 minutes. He didn't even come in as a sub. When the second half started, 2 defenders came in, Rudiger and Alonso. We were behind by 2 goals. Frank needed to bring an attacking-minded players, and what he did, he brought Alonso and Rudiger. Again, these questions needs to be answered by him as well. I mean, you just can't blame the players all the time. Frank has done pretty well. It's his 2nd year as a coach, so I'm pretty sure that he will gain a lot more experience as time goes on. But some of these things he should have thought about. He could have started with Alonso. He could have started with Reece James as DM. But when he started, he should have started with Jorginho, Kovacic and Mount. It would have made more sense. Now, before the lockdown, Jorginho and Kovacic were playing in the pivot, and they were doing pretty good job. I'm not sure what has happened that suddenly has to do with this one. Then comes the other situation, changing formations. I mean, Chelsea changed 4 formations, different formations at different time of the game, and we still conceded almost in every formation. So it looked like we had no other clue what to do, so just keep on changing if something works. And we were playing against a team which is one of the tallest players, one of the most physical players, because there's a British team, I talked about it. The English clubs, the English teams are very physical. They played like a unit, and they were really much in form, and we were totally in disarray. We were playing long balls against a team which almost all their players are 6 feet 2 inches, and that's how it is. So this was bad. I have seen Chelsea for a long time. I've been a fan for almost 25 years now. And I've seen Chelsea has lost to teams who are 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th every year. Last season we lost to Bournemouth. The season before that we lost to teams. I've seen that happen every season under different managers. It was not new. So that's the reason, when I make the preview video yesterday, I said, if we don't bring our A game, we will be made to pay, and we were. I mean, look at the defense. Now, if you keep aside Frank, and we talk about the players, especially the defense. First goal, ball watching, total ball watching. Christensen, I'm not sure what he was doing. Zuma, I'm not sure what he was doing. Kepa actually was unlucky. He got a good save, and his defenders needed to bail him out. What they did, they were just ball watching. It's like somebody's put a glue in their boots. They were like stuck in this one place and they cannot move around. I mean, it was like so crazy seeing them. The second goal, I will not say it's the defender's fault. It was a perfectly inch cross and a perfectly inch header from the Sheffield United goal scorer. And it was actually a very good goal when I saw that. Zuma tried to mark him, but by the time Zuma came in, the goal has already gone. The third goal, oh my goodness, Rudiger. Somebody was telling me 2 days back that Rudiger had one bad game, and I was like, really? And yesterday again it showed up. What he was doing, he should have shot the ball out. He just clicked the ball, and it went to the guy who has not scored a single goal this season for Sheffield United, has scored 2 goals against Chelsea yesterday. And it was crazy what Rudiger's defending was. I mean, I wish someone like John Terry was there playing with these guys. These guys would have got a mouthful, and that's an understatement. It's a total understatement. So we were a total zero at this match. The problem right now is Leicester and Manchester United has got an upper hand. Manchester United, I'm pretty sure they're going to finish in the top 3 right now. They will play Leicester in the last match of the season. Chelsea will have to play next Norwich at home. So Norwich is already relegated, expecting Chelsea to beat them. Then we go to the champions, which is Liverpool. We go to Anfield. We have to get points over there. Oh my goodness. And then we play Wolves at Stamford Bridge. It makes it really tough right now to get these players. Frank has said in the press conference that, indirectly, that some of these players will be leaving. But we need to get these players. It will take time because we already had a transfer ban. We cannot just go out and buy 10 players. We do have the money from Hazard sale, from the sale of Morata. And some of these players are sold. We might have money still for Havertz. But think about it. Will Havertz come for Chelsea if we are playing Europa football? So it's really, really tough to talk about this. It is really painful that we did not do our work properly. The players needed to be up there. Knowing the fact that we are playing Liverpool, that could be a match where we might not get points. We might get 1 point maybe. But you never know. We have been a good team. Against bigger teams, we tend to play well, like we beat Man City. But I can tell you, those points we won against Man City, against Crystal Palace, those were flukes. I said it before, though we were lucky to win those matches. This is the actual truth about the Chelsea defense and the Chelsea players, and even Jody Morris and Frank Lampard to a certain extent. We have really not improved as much. We have lost 11 matches till now. I think 11 matches we have lost in the Premier League. Last season we were the 3rd best defensive team with David Luiz in the team. Right now, look at where we are right now. So a lot of questions, a lot of changes need to be made. We still need to go out there and buy some players. I think Tagliafico, we need to get them. We need to get a classy central back like Ruben Dias. I think, if I'm not mistaking his name, from Benfica. He's really good. Then we go for, we don't need to give Willian a contract. He doesn't want a 2-year contract. Let him go. John Terry, Frank Lampard, they did not get a 3-year contract. Let him go. Get Seth Benrahma. He's young. He can do it. We need players like that. Maybe ship out Tammy Abraham. He was awful. He was completely awful. Maybe we can give him on a loan like Hudson-Odoi. Let them go on loan. They're looking awful here. But anyways, it looks really bad at this moment. I mean, I really don't know how to put this frustration on. I can keep going and on. Ranting is not one of my big points, but this is certainly something we need to look into. We have tough days to go. Okay, we might still win the Europa Cup next season, one of the trophy. But if this is how we play against Man United coming Sunday in the FA Cup or the remaining matches, it's not going to work out for me or for the club. So anyways, we all know, we have all spoken about it, and it's been really grim. I want to just talk about a little bit about some other news that came in. Now, it's totally not confirmed by Chelsea Football Club, but some sources have talked about it. I just wanted to talk about it because I have seen this player, and I'm pretty excited to see this kind of a player being talked about with Chelsea. It's talking about that he might have been signed by Chelsea. Spurs, Liverpool were looking for him. I think there was a bid for 18 mil from Spurs or from Liverpool, and it got rejected. But I think it talks about he joining Chelsea, the goalkeeper. Now, I just want to tell you, it's a Turkish name, and my Turkish is bad. And pardon my Turkish, I will say. I have some Turkish subscribers, so you guys can let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. He is from I have to read it out. It's Trabzonspor. There's number 2, the second in the Turkish league right now. Their goalkeeper, Ugurcan Cakir. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, Ugurcan Cakir. He has been touted to join Chelsea as a young goalkeeper. He looks a lot like Oliver Kahn at Bayern Munich 10-15 years ago, or Peter Schmeichel 20 years ago, and Manchester United 20-25 years ago. He has that look, where he gives that attitude when a striker comes towards him. He gives that attitude, it becomes big. He is like 6'3". He's a big guy. So looking at him, he looks like a good deal. Problem is that he has not kept too many clean sheets, and that in that league, which is not a great league, still a decent league. So obviously a lot of people are not sure if Chelsea is actually going to go and buy this guy. Maybe, maybe not. So the actual confirmation from the Chelsea Football Club is yet to come. But still some news that to keep Kepa busy to a certain extent, because Kepa has been needed some competition. It could mean that Kepa will be either sold if he comes in actually, or will be loaned out to one of the Spanish clubs, Valencia, Sevilla. Or it could also be that Kepa still stays in the team. He's the number 1. He comes in as a reserve goalkeeper, like the number 2, which is right now Caballero. And Caballero becomes number 3. And depending on how they play, like it has happened before with Petr Cech and Thibaut Courtois. When Cech was number 1, Courtois was on the bench, and then the next season when Courtois became number 1 and Cech became number 2. So something like that could happen. It is still some good news in a very bad day for Chelsea. I have seen this guy. It looks a good deal. Again, it's not confirmed, and many people might still think he's not the real deal, but I still think this guy can make a difference. For me, I think he's a good guy. Again, the name is Ugurcan Cakir. It will take me some time to get used to this name, Cakir. And that's the last name. I will go with it. Ugurcan Cakir from Trabzonspor. Now, Trabzonspor's deputy manager, or the assistant manager, as they say it, is Eddie Newton, who is Chelsea great. And he was with Frank earlier in this season. So I'm pretty sure that could have influenced some of this to happen, to take place. We don't know the confirmation. Maybe in the coming days we'll get to know. But there was news that this guy has been contracted with Chelsea, and Chelsea has signed him. It could be an interesting thing. It could be something we were looking for. In a bad day, some good news maybe, but we don't know for sure completely. In the coming days we'll get to know. But coming back to the main topic, Chelsea losing is not a good thing. I hope we bounce back. Obviously, against Norwich we have to, and then we have Manchester United in the FA Cup next weekend, and then Liverpool at Anfield later on. So a lot of big matches to play, and our team needs to really prove that they're worth it. We need those big players to come in. We need Champions League football. So I leave it at that. I want to hear it from you guys. Please, on the comment section, let me know. Do you think this goalkeeper is good enough for us? Cakir, that is from Turkey. Is he a good deal for us? Do we go and sign him, or is he already signed? Do you think Frank and Jody has done things which they should have done better? The team selection maybe, or which other players you guys think might have done better? So keep it coming, guys, in the comment section. Write it down. I will try to answer every one of you and make more videos as we go on. So until next time, I sign off. Bye, guys.